All right, so for those of you that tuned into the Timcast IRL show last night, expecting a good show, oh, you got a good show, just not for the reasons that you thought you were going to get, right? And if you're unaware of what happened, basically, Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, decided he wanted to go on Timcast IRL and share some of his views on Jews, right? And what he felt was being done to him. According to Tim Pool, and before I get too into this, I just want to make sure I make my position clear. I like Kanye West. I like his music, but I'm not a avid fan of anyone or blindly follow anybody. There are a lot of things that I don't like that Kanye is saying. So I just want to make that clear. I don't agree with his whole black Israelite thing, okay? I don't agree with it. I'm not following that. That's all I'm going to say. Now, Tim Pool and both of these people I've talked about on my channel before. So that's why this is another reason why I'm talking about this video, because I've talked about these two separately. But Tim Pool is somebody that I respect his work ethic. I respect his show. I like what he does with his show. I don't always watch it, but I try to as much as I can because he does put out some good news and information. He basically just reads news articles, right? Anybody could really do that. I could do that. It's not a big deal what he does, but a lot of people listen to him. A lot of people respect him, and he tries to be as unbiased as he can, although a lot of times he does say things that I just don't agree with. But whatever the case is, overall, I think Tim tries to do good for the world, but he's not always right, right? He's misguided in a lot of ways, at least according to the way I see things. But anyways, so Tim felt like he was being basically, so to recap, uh, Kanye was talking about what he felt like was being done to him. And I'm not going to say whether he's right or not. I'm just going to say he has reasons to believe that, his censorship that's being done to him losing all his money and all his deals from different companies. And, he's basically getting embarrassed everywhere he goes in terms of the media, right? The media is trying to shut him down. They're trying to make him look crazy. They're trying to make him look like he doesn't know what he's talking about. And he feels like the Jewish people are behind it. And he's not really being specific in terms of who he's talking about. He's just generalizing a whole group of people. Now, Tim Pool pushed back on that. They had a 20-minute conversation, and I forgot to mention there was Milo was on the show and Nick Fuentes, right? And I don't really follow those guys, so I'm not going to talk too much about them. I don't really care about either of them. They are who they are. That's all I'm going to say. They were with Kanye, though. They were basically, I don't want to say escorting Kanye, but they were with him, right? They were like his little crew or whatever. It was weird. But whatever the case is, Tim Pool didn't like the fact that he was generalizing a whole group of people saying, hey, you're just blaming these people for what's happening to you, but be more specific. Like he was trying to get an answer out of Kanye as to, or Ye, whatever, as to who was doing this to him, right? Who's shutting you down? Who's attacking you? Who's trying to censor you, right? And Ye didn't like that. He didn't like he was challenged. And the other thing that Tim said was that before the show even started, they had agreed to talk about certain topics, but Kanye didn't even get there. Ye basically didn't even go there. He started straight off the bat talking about what's happening to him and how he's being shut down by the Jewish people. That's what he said. And Tim was like, hey, no, I'm going to push back on that. And apparently he told Ye this before the show even started. He already let him know that if you guys are going to bring this stuff up about being anti-Semitic or against Jews, or blaming the Jews for doing stuff to you, then Tim said he's going to push back on it. Basically, he's not just going to let him say the stuff because Tim didn't agree, right? He doesn't feel like that's a good position to have. And I'm not going to get too much into that in terms of how I feel about it, other than I don't really like either side in this. I'm just going to say that I could see why Kanye got upset. I could see where he was coming from. But I also feel that I don't want to say Tim was wrong for challenging him, but I do feel like he should have let Ye speak a little bit more. But the other issue is, because it's on YouTube, right? That's where Tim does his show. You have to be careful with the things you say. Even me right now, I'm trying to be careful with the things I say. And that's why I'm thinking about having Rumble exclusive videos and Rumble exclusive streams, because then I can be myself and say whatever I want. On YouTube, you can't. And Tim knows that. So there's certain things that he felt like maybe Kanye was going to say that he was like, wait. Before you even start saying these things, I'm going to challenge you, because I don't want people looking at me like I'm supporting you by having you here when I don't agree with what you're saying. So I understand where Tim was coming from. And it makes sense that he would push back. He's not just trying to save face, but he's trying to save his show, right? He doesn't want to be labeled as somebody that supports an anti-Semitic person like Kanye West, right? And I'm not going to say that that's what Kanye West is either. Or yay, whatever. I'm not going to say that's what he is. I'm just going to say that that's what they're painting him as. They being the media. They being the ones that run the world. The evil ones that control the world. They want you to look at Ye as this evil, racist person that hates Jews. That's what they want you to view him as. Is that what he is? You be the judge. But the only mistake that I think Ye was making was that he wasn't being specific as to who was doing what to him. He was just saying they as in all Jewish people. So you can't obviously generalize a group like that, especially that group of people, because you will you will be punished. And the weird thing about that is, in a way, it proves him right if he gets repercussions for that, or if Tim gets repercussions. You get what I'm saying? Like, if he gets attacked for speaking about a certain group, saying that that group is attacking him and shutting him down, and they do the thing, then it kind of makes him seem right. You get what I'm saying? But regardless of whether he's right or not, I still don't agree with generalizing a whole group of people, because not everybody's the same, and not everybody in the Jewish community is out to get Kanye West. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't believe that. Do I believe that maybe certain people happen to be Jewish that are doing things to him? Yeah, I do believe that. That could be true. Or maybe people pretending to be Jewish. I think that's a better way to say it. But whatever the case is, Tim didn't like what he had to say, so he pushed back on it. He wanted to get more specific answers from Ye. It didn't work out that way. Ye got upset. He was like, "Oh, so you're doubting what I'm saying?" He was upset because he felt like Tim was basically denying the things that are happening to him. Now, also, Ye is under obviously a lot of stress, pressure. He's being threatened with jail time and stuff like that. So he's upset, right? He came there emotional already. He has a history of not necessarily mental illness, but being labeled as somebody that has those issues, right? And I'm being very specific with my words. He's being labeled as something. I don't think anything's wrong with Kanye, to be honest. I think he's normal. But when you live in a world like this and you're getting hit from all sides the way he is, they're gonna try to make you look like that. They're gonna try to make you look crazy, right? That's what they're doing to him, right? So whatever the case is, one thing is for certain is that Ye got emotional. He got really upset, and he let that control. And I'm not gonna pretend that I don't let that happen either. I do get upset a lot, so I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that I'm better than him, because I never get upset. I get upset a lot. I really do. I have a short fuse. But regardless, I wasn't the one on the show. Ye was. He let his temper get the best of him. Got upset and he walked away. Now, apparently he wasn't that mad from what they were saying in terms of behind the scenes, the crew or whatever that works there. They said that he seemed not too upset, but he felt like he wasn't being listened to. And he wanted to have a conversation where he can just say whatever he wanted without being interrupted. And he was being interrupted and he didn't like that. So that's why he left. Tim said, "Hey, I didn't like the way that he stormed off. I was just asking him. We agreed before the show to talk about topics, and we never got to that point because Ye wanted to talk about what he wanted to talk about, and it is what it is." So that's the gist of what happened. You decide who you think is right or not. I'm not on either side. I think they both did what they did, and it is what it is. That's all I'm going to say. If you like, comment, subscribe, share this video wherever you can, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.